Hello there everybody, I figured it was time for another collection update, considering it's been quite a while since my last one. I was hoping to have a day here with some sun coming through the window to make my room brighter and make this whole thing look better. But unfortunately it is the winter here in Washington State, and so this is the best we're gonna do. It's been about 2 years since I've done a collection update. The last one I did, apparently I was still in college, which was a while ago. So I think it's about time to do another one. You know, because at this point I collect stuff so infrequently that it takes about 2 years to have a notable change. Anyways, I was inspired to do this because I just redid these shelves. I just reorganized them, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, as you can see. But let's go over here and work through. I don't know if I had these little plantaroons in my last video, but my friend Lily gave me those and some of my other friends, these little plant guys, and I think I love them a lot. They really do add a lot to the shelf. Even though I only have 2. I'm very happy with the pose I got my Chiansasaurus in right now. He's really leaning and going for it. I do have to have 2 posing rods, that one there and that one there, to actually get him into this pose. But I think it's well worth it. I have to have the Utah here because I need weight to stand on that posing rod, otherwise it just slips out. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the dynamic little pose I was able to get out of him, just really leaning and running and going for it. We got the Siski here. I don't think this was a problem or something in my last collection update video, but at some point, like that back bit on the side of his head chipped off. And I genuinely don't know when that happened. I first noticed it when I was at my friend Gibson's house when I brought it there to show it to him. And I was like, oh, the side of its head is chipped off. And I don't know if it happened there, if it happened somewhere else. I genuinely, yeah, it was not like that when I first got it. I looked at the pictures, went back, because typically when I buy a new figure, I take pictures of it. It was not like that, so chipped off at some point, don't know why. New addition, though, probably one of the most exciting things here in the collection, is this awesome Cyberzoic Utahraptor. Man, this thing is so cool. I have it taken out the Zuniceratops right now. Yeah, well worth the wait. I know that the BOTM one's been out for a while, but I was holding off to get this guy because I like the color scheme and the look of this one better. And man, was it worth the wait. This thing is so cool. If I had one complaint, I wish that the arms folded back more. Sorry, the hand bit right there folded back more. I understand why they have it like that, the feathers extending farther back, so that way the hand can come out and it's still kind of seamless. I would touch him, but I'm worried he's gonna fall if I do it with just one hand. So I can't get the hand like folded back as far as I would like. But other than that, I mean, articulation's great. I mean, sculpt is beautiful. Color is beautiful. Love this guy so much. Spiclipius, all these guys you've seen before. Oh, Deinonychus is new. He's a new little guy. Let me grab him real quick. Mine does have a paint mishap. It's got that paint smudge on the left side of his face. The right side of his face looks fine, though. That's what it should look like. It's got that paint smudge, but you know, adds a little bit of character. Oh, also, I'll demonstrate for the video. That falls off super easily. I'll put that back on later. Like so easily that just whenever I pose him, it's like when I get him into the pose I want him to, then I put the arm on, because whenever I'm messing around with him, that's gonna fall off. A little bit unfortunate, definitely the most like unluckiness I've had with a BOTM figure probably ever, considering he has a paint mishap and a part that likes to fall off. But he still looks really cool. Really awesome having a Deinonychus in scale with everyone else. You've seen all these guys before. And then we got the Triceratops taking out the Albertosaurus. I also love how this pose turned out. What I also love about it, if I can move the trike real quick, is that the Albert is maintaining that pose completely on his own. Well, I guess with the help of the posing rod, but the trike is not supporting him at all. And I just think that this turned out awesome. I think it looks so cool. I've got a lot more fighting in this collection setup than I normally do. But this time I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna have them fight because that's cool. So I've got the Utah taking out the Zuni, and I've got the trike taking out the Albertosaurus over here. Oh, the Albertosaurus is new, by the way, I believe. It's a bit, and though this pose doesn't fully show him off, I mean, I'm sure everyone's watching this video, seen other reviews of this thing. This thing is gorgeous. My personal favorite of the Tyrannosaurs of this body size. I forget what the name of the body size is. The one smaller than the T-Rex. I have now seen all 4 of those in person, and this one is still my favorite. I like the Tarbo a lot too. Tarbo would be my second pick, but this one's still my favorite. I'm very happy that I got it. And we got the Drypto and the Guanlong hanging out over here. Drypto is also, he's got new bits and bobs to him. So my friend Aiden, right, he ordered the Cyberzoic Dryptosaurus, the one that's like gray and white. And to those people who ordered that one, Creative Beast sent them the replacement, the updated neck and legs for the Dryptosaurus. Aiden doesn't have this one, so he was like, I don't need these parts. Eric, do you want them? And I went, sure, I guess if you're offering. So I took them, and the legs obviously were very easy to switch out because the legs on the Tyrannosaurs were designed that way. Neck was definitely a little bit of more of a journey, right? Had to really get it heated up and stuff, but I got it done. Yeah, I think he's great. I love the new articulation on the legs. I actually haven't had experience with this kind of leg setup with the peg that goes into the toe. And also these legs, the paint scheme is slightly different. This yellow here is a brighter yellow than what the old legs looked like, which I actually think makes it look better. I think it stands out more. I think that was a positive change overall to have this brighter color on the legs. And he also has a little bit more neck articulation. I'll be honest, I don't think he has that much more. Nothing super noticeable. And his head joint is much looser than it was in the past. But, like, it still holds. It's not like it falls or anything, but I can tell the joint isn't as tight. But, I mean, I certainly don't think it was a negative change at all. And I still have the old pieces if for whatever reason I want to trade out the neck again. I think he looks really good like this, though. I've also got the old Raptors, obviously, in the boxes back here. I'm using as stands. The reason why I did that is because with the trike and the Albert pose, I'd have this big space back here. I have to have the trike this far forward. And I was like, well, I need something to fill that space, but something that I'm more okay with not being visible all the time. So I did the Raptor. I was like, well, I can't just have one Raptor box. So I've got all 3 of them lined up like that, like so. Very, very nice. Let me put this guy back where he goes. Up here, I've changed this shelf a little bit. For the longest time, this is just like an EO fauna and some other nice static figure shelf, but now I re-put the BOTM stuff up here. So we've got the Medusa fighting the Wendy in a very epic little battle. I like how their poses turned out there. And then over here we've got the legendary Pachyrhinosaurus, the Teratophonius, and then my new for this video, I guess, the Deinonychus and this Dilophosaurus I've had for over a year now, so they're not new to me, but new in terms of collection update stuff goes. I love this Dilophosaurus so much. The Cyberzoic one's also cool, but I'm a big fan of the BOTM one. I just love the colors on him, colors on the head, colors on the body. The articulation on this thing is great. I love having a more basal theropod. Because the body's just so much longer and he's got short little legs. He's just got that basal theropod body plan. And he's really, really cool. Love him much. Moving on down to my more boring brown shelves. I've got my 1/35th BOTM things here. I like how I've been able to pose the Trike and the Rex. Very excited. I have ordered the 1/35th scale Mammoth, and I'm very excited to pose him with both of these guys. I'm definitely going to have the T-Rex fighting the woolly mammoth in a prehistoric park reference, because that will make my prehistoric park fan nerd brain very happy. But of course, I've also got the Spino and the Giga, kind of with the Rex. Anzu, and then I've got the Edmontosaurus regalis from Hadlong Good, one of my 2 Hadlong Good figures I just got recently. This guy is, he's pretty decent. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, as I've kind of had him and sat with him, I don't think I'd buy him again. I kind of bought him because I was like, oh, he's a really nice Hadlong Good figure, and I mostly was buying them because of that one over there, which I'll get in a minute. But Going back in time, I think I probably would have left him out. Anyways, we got the feathered T-Rex. I didn't have him out for a while, but I brought him back out again because I'm like, he's cool. I'm fairly nostalgic for him because it was like the big figure, the big cool figure that had just come out when I started collecting dinosaur figures. He is really, really nice. Plus, I love the look of feathered T-Rex a lot as well. Especially this one. I think it turned out very, very nicely. Other two BOTM guys. Got some Eofauna guys in here. Headlong Good Triceratops. This is really the one I bought when I wanted to get Headlong Good stuff. This thing is gorgeous. One of their best figures in my opinion. I'm very happy that I got him. My friend Aiden brought him over when he was visiting this summer. And I was like, oh, this guy's really cool. I need to get him. Very happy I got him. The sculpt detail on this thing, and the paint is just mwah, it's immaculate. Gorgeous, gorgeous figure. This is a bunch of old stuff mostly. Re-put Eofauna stuff. A lot of that was up on the top shelf, is down here now. Unfortunately, we've got the the Mastodon and the Andrewsarchus kind of hiding in the shadows back there. Over here, we've got, more static figures. I don't think there's anything new in this one. All kind of older stuff. Still like the Spino a lot, though. He's really, really cool. I don't think there's anyone new on this shelf either. Just a bunch of, older things that I still really like. Then we got the meme shelf. I don't know what the meme shelf looked like last time, but this is what it looks like now. Easily one of the most full and densely packed of all the shelves. Most of this stuff is kind of in the... most of the things here are this was in DI section, where these are the figures that Gibson gave me of figures that were in the Dinosaur Island. Kristen, because she's a meme. Mike, because she's a meme. Carnotaurus still have knives on him from that Spire Dino thing. Gigan, Hey Guys. French Turtle, whole bunch of fun things here. Then over here on this very shadowy shelf, hence why I've got this flashlight out, because my camera sucks in low light. These are kind of figures that some are in toady, some of them are just like, this is where they are, this is where they live, this is their place. And then this, of course, is Gizzard right there. Not the most spectacular shelf, but it's where these guys have been placed. Last but not least, though, we gotta talk about the Nendoroids. My Nendoroid shelf. I just have them all in my bedstand here. We've got all the Chainsaw Man characters here. Then we've got Freerin. I got her back in May. She's my latest Nendoroid. And kind of the last Nendoroid I'm probably going to have for a little bit. The only other one I've pre-ordered is the Rize Nendoroid. Other than that, don't really got any in the works, which I'm happy with. I think I did, even though I was trying my best to be restrictive on my Nendoroids, I do think I got a little bit too many back in the early days. You'll notice that the Levi Nendoroid is not set up here because he is going to be sold. Neither is Aaron or Rhina. I'm not too sure if they're going to be sold, but they're in their boxes at any rate. Joseph and Cars, they're doing their thing. Ishigami, I don't know if Ishigami was here in the last one. He's obviously from Love is War. He's the only Love is War Nendoroid that is of good quality, though. He's the reason why he's the only one I have. I would have, like, Kaguya and Miyuki, but their Nendoroids aren't very good quality, hence why I don't have them. But then we also got the whole Bocchi the Rock gang. I don't think they were here in the last one either. In fact, I know that they weren't. But yeah, I really like Bocchi the Rock. It's a great anime. Very funny, very relatable to anyone who's ever had social anxiety before, such as me when I was younger. I mean, these are things everyone says. I'm not exactly having hot takes here. But Bocchi the Rock is great. It's really legendary that they gave them all of their instruments, including giving her entire drum kit, which is pretty crazy. I don't think it is set up correctly, because I tried to have it set up correctly for a while, but then, like, as stuff happened, like cleaning and putting stuff back, I kind of gave up and just have it look good enough for my purposes. But I think that the whole band here looks very, very nice. Anyways, that's my collection. That's the collection update. Despite the fact that there's been 2 years, not a ton of things, because I don't get many dinosaur figures anymore, which I'm happy with. There's, better, more important things to spend money on and also save up money. especially since I'm an adult now. Yeah, like this, I got this guy last month, and I had the realization that the previous BOTM figures I got before this one were the Deinonychus and the Dilophosaurus, which I got all the way back in November of 2024, a whole year before I got this one. But I have ordered some of the stuff from the new wave coming out. Currently got ordered the 135th Mammoth, as I said, also the Cryolophosaurus and the Pachycephalosaurus. So I will add those guys in here as well. Future of the collection, probably just more BOTM. I'm a BOTM simp. What can I say? I have been for a long time. Probably not going to really get too many more static figures. I do want the Eofauna and Ankylosaurus. That one is nice. I might get that guy. Other than that, though, just more BOTM when they come out. That's kind of all I'm looking at. You know, it's crazy to me when I think back to stuff I was getting in the past, right? And how, like, the companies I was buying from and just how much that's changed. How long I've had some of these things too, right? You know, a lot of these static figures that are back there I've had for like 7 years now. Crazy feeling to me that's been almost a decade since I bought like the Safari Daedon or whatever. Anyways, I'm just kind of rambling now. I don't really have anything else to say. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in 2027 when I make another collection update. All right, adios everyone.